Good morning, my beautiful people. Y'all, good morning. I am here in Dubai. I've been in Dubai for 8 days now. We are leaving today. And I thought I should make this video because one, I'm super excited. And two, it's really important. But before we get into the video, hi, my name is Paris Smith, and I was able to retire myself from the 9 to 5 at 24 years old. I said peace out, okay? I fired my boss, had to go. And I was able to retire myself through stock market trading. It's a very unique and interesting strategy. Is where you're trading stocks for a consistent income, but you're only trading once a week, just one day a week. It takes you less than 3 minutes. In my case, a couple seconds on my phone. You know, you're not glued to charts because we don't day trade and we don't read charts or anything. Simply fundamentals. We're not dipping and dabbing into all these different companies either. We pick one or two and we stick with it. And that's how we make our consistent income. That's how I was able to leave my job through this very strategy. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about that strategy and the importance of investing and how I did it. But that's just a little bit about myself. If you're interested in learning how to trade stocks that is low risk, perfect for beginners, and to make a consistent income where if you're making $1,000 a week, or let's say $250 a week, you know you're going to make that $1,000 every single month. So I am having a free masterclass. The link is in the description, so you can register. The time and the day is also in that link. But anyways, so I'm in Dubai, and I'm here for quite a bit of celebrations, okay? First of all, my twin sister is here, so I booked a trip, booked tickets, first class flights for me and my two sisters. And so my sister right here, she's outside looking at the ocean right now. My sister, she's actually she's in dental school, and she made it to her second year of dental school. I was like, we're gonna go celebrate that. And then also, it was our birthday yesterday, so I said we're gonna celebrate that. And then also, while on the trip, I made my anniversary. 4 years since I left the 9 to 5. And I was like, baby, this trip is filled with celebrations. Like, let's do it. But anyways, I'm going to give y'all a quick tour of our place, and then we'll get to the video. But I'm going to just show you what the stock market allowed me to do. Don't judge, okay? The cleaners have not come. But I'm going to give y'all a little overview. Y'all know I'm just authentic. I don't care for real. But they brought up roses for our birthday. They brought up a birthday cake. I'm just giving you a quick little overview. It's a really cute place. Very cute little penthouse. This is what it looked like when you invest in the market. Look at that. Fire. When you invest in the market and also when you trade it. So the strategy that I trade is called cover calls. And basically, it's not like day trading. You're not purchasing the option. You're actually buying shares. So you're stacking on shares and you're trading against the shares that you own. And it creates a consistent profit, a predictable profit at that. So you actually know how much you're making before you even submit the trade, which is so cool. But anyways, see, we didn't get our place clean yet. And we have butlers, and they're on their way up right now. But it's just a little overview. We had breakfast this morning. Baby, we were so full. We did not eat. We didn't eat a lot of it. And we have another bathroom in here. And, we have a pool over there. I'm not going to go over there, but we have a pool and a little wraparound porch. It's really cute. But anyways, yeah, so that's the strategy. What's really important though, like, yes, it is absolutely amazing. It is a true blessing to make your income and pay your bills and all that from the market. Even pay off your debts like through the market, which that's what I did first. I paid off my debts and then I went ahead and left my job. But what's really important is understanding how to invest, period. How to invest in stocks that are foundationally strong, where if you invest your money, you can sleep good at night. Even if the market crash, even if Uncle Donnie say something crazy, even if we're in a recession, but you can still sleep good at night because just by history, it repeats itself. Just by understanding the fundamentals, the revenue that's coming in, how solid the stock is. If it drops, it's going to come back up. And when it do, baby, it's going to come back up, okay? Probably even higher than it was before. And it's so important to understand that for a few reasons. One, it's time for us to learn how to actually build wealth off our own, like on our own, off our own strength, education, skill set, all those things. Stock market is accessible to all of us. We don't have to work hard for it. We don't have to be a certain race for it. We don't have to, do all the things that we have to do in this world just to make it or just to show ourselves approved. Y'all know what I mean. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. But with the stock market, all you need to have is a financial education, know what the heck to do, and invest your money and let the stock do its thing to build your wealth. Then also purchasing stock. If you purchase a stock with a dividend, you can make your own income through that as well. So not only you're investing and you're building your wealth, which is the equity that grows when the stock price grows, but you're also making a dividend while your money is just sitting in the pot. And it's really cool. But when you add this strategy, cover calls that retired me at 24 years old, you're investing. So I told you have to purchase the shares in order to trade it. So you're purchasing the shares of these solid companies. And then you are building wealth just from that. If the stock offers a dividend, you're making a dividend income. And then you're cover calling it every single week to make that predictable income. When I say you kind of like becoming your own bank at that point, and all you see is just grow. But the thing is, though, I will say this, though. Hear me out. If you're not disciplined, this ain't for you. Yeah, this ain't for you. Because the thing is, in order for your income to grow, even the wealth, the equity to grow in your account, you have to be disciplined enough to reinvest. So yeah, you could be making $250 a week starting out, just like I did. That's about $1,000 a month. Yeah, absolutely. But you could also not be disciplined and you can blow the money. Spend the money. You got an extra $1,000. You want to go out and have a good time with your friends. You want to go to the club and celebrate for something you shouldn't really be celebrating. You have nothing to celebrate, baby. Okay? You have nothing to celebrate. What you celebrating for? You need to grind and sacrifice for a little bit. Okay? So that you can celebrate. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to say that. Because it really bothers me when I see people do so well trading the strategy and they go out and they blow it. They out traveling. And I'm like, boy, if you just reinvest it and buy more shares, increase your income and stay down for like 6 months like I did. Even a year, stay down for 2 years. 2-year sacrifice, imagine how far your life would be. Like how far you will get ahead. How financially secure you'll be. But anyway, you have to be disciplined. That's for sure. And number 2, another most important thing to have, characteristic or soft skill to have, is you got to sacrifice a little bit. If you're anything like me, okay, so if you're someone that's like, you got money, You have overflow at the moment. You make great money at your job. You're not tripping off of like your, you're not paycheck to paycheck is what I'm trying to say. And you have overflow. You're good. Then you're fine. You can purchase shares, invest, and start trading. But people like me, I did not have money. Okay, I was paycheck to paycheck, broke with 2 jobs. So what I did was, I said this strategy is gonna get us out. Okay, that's what my mom told me. So I kept it. It's gonna get us out. It's gonna get me out of the 9 to 5, which I was struggling so bad because of my chronic disease and all the other things. And I was like, I'm gonna have to pick up a 3rd job. And that's what I did. I picked up a 3rd job. Every single paycheck went into the market. I did not use my 2 full-time jobs to fund my stock market. Absolutely not. I couldn't. So I had to get a 3rd job to do it. One of the cons I will tell you about the strategy is you have to purchase 100 shares of stock. So let's say a stock is $30. Because there's a stock that I trade right now. It's $30. In order for you to trade it, you have to invest $3,000 to trade 1 contract. So let's say 1 contract, you make about, let's say $100. The most I've ever made for just 1 contract, it was about $140 a week. So let's just stick with the dollar though. That's about $400 a month, right? If you sacrifice for moments, okay, stay down. Keep your head down, please. Avoid distraction. You might have to tell your friends, no, you cannot go out this weekend. You working, baby. You grinding, baby. And every bit of that paycheck goes into the market. The extra paycheck goes into the market. I don't even care if you have to do DoorDash, you have to do Instacart, whatever the heck you got to do to fund your account, you're going to have to sacrifice for a moment. And that's what I did. So I started with $5,500. $5,500. The first stock was AMD. And that stock was what made me $250 per week. And so I think that's really, really important because a lot of people look at my life now. They like, girl, you have everything. Like you have no worry in the world. You have everything. But y'all know how I started. I couldn't learn. I had a learning disability my whole childhood up until I graduated high school. I still don't know how I'm making it today. Okay, nothing but the grace of God. But I always say I have a 5th grade education because that was when I started struggling real bad. A little bit before, but 5th grade education, okay? And I had all the odds stacked against me. Like, you have no excuse at all. No excuse. Chronic disease. When I say I broke my neck at them jobs, imagine having a chronic disease and you feel like you dying every second of the day. But you're trying to just get it out the mud. Suffering. When I say you have no excuse, you have no excuse. I was paycheck to paycheck with my 2 full-time jobs broke and still made a way to fund my account. The only difference between me and a lot of people, one, I have faith bigger than a mustard seed, that's for sure. I feel like faith is probably like one of my secret weapons. It's probably one of my gifts. Like if I put my mind to it and I see it through, like I can see that thing through. Hear me. All I need to have is a blueprint and just execute. My work ethic is like none other. And so that's one thing. And then 2, I'm very disciplined. I stick to the rule. You hear me. If I put together a plan, best believe I'm sticking to it. And so I wasn't playing no games. When I first started trading, it was February 2020, before the market crash. Then the market crashed in March 2020. And then I left my job July 2nd, 2021. So like a little over a year, but like a year and almost 6 months. Something like that. Year and 5 months, something like that. But I just feel like if my people just I actually sit down and understand the stock market and how it works and how to invest and how to grow your investment and your wealth. Same thing. And how to make an income from dividends, how to make an income through trading low risk strategies. Like if you're day trading, that's cool too. I don't day trade though. It's a little too risky for my blood. I can't do it. But something where it's like slow and steady. You know how much you're making every week that you trade. You know your bills are getting paid. And even if you don't have to do what I did and leave your job and fire your boss and all that stuff, you don't got to do that. That's my story. But at least have something in your back pocket so them people, your boss and them, if they act crazy, you got something, you know, you got a little backup plan. You got something in your back pocket so that you're financially secure. You good. You okay. You're not tripping. You're not stressing. You're good. I just wish the amount of people that tell me, oh, you so lucky. Oh, you just got so lucky. I just wish they all understand that they could do this too. Literally. I am nobody special at all. Jacked up life. Kinda. A little jacked up. I ain't gonna hold you. It was messy. It's a lot going on. And I just made a decision that, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to surrender to the good Lord, okay? Because all of this stuff ain't my battle anyway. And I just stayed the course. I studied. I worked. I studied. I worked. And I just ran the play. I ran the play. So, look at my sister. She just turned around, put her thumbs up to see if I'm good. She put her thumbs up like, you good? But I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am in Dubai with my sisters, which is so crazy. Their first time in Dubai. This is my second time in Dubai. And I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm just like so blown away. All of this started just by me having an interest in trading in the stock market. It wasn't really my interest. It was my mom. She was the one that pushed me to do it. I didn't know what the heck the stock market was at all. She pushed me to do it though. And I was like, let me just see what it's about. Fell in love. When I say I got hooked, whew, baby, I got so obsessed and hooked over the stock market. And it literally started from that moment to where I am today. Oh my God. I just can't believe it. Now, the next time I come back to Dubai, I actually purchased property here in Dubai. It's new construction. Last year, the end of last year in October. And so now what we in? It's July. And the property will be up in next year, Q4 of next year. And so next year I'll be back here in Dubai. And I'll be getting the keys. I do my final walkthrough, and I'll be getting the keys to my second international property. My first international property is in Ghana, and I'm building a home there too. And we're just getting started on the building plan. And I'm so excited about that. So I don't even know what I'm building there. 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. I have no idea. I don't even know what it's going to look like. I have no clue, but that's a really fun project as well. I'm just so grateful. And then at home, I'm building a house in the United States, my dream home, and I have my current home. So it's just like, yo, you have 4 properties. It's crazy. And you went from where you went from. I went from my own apartment I was so grateful for. And my friend, she tells me all the time how broke I was. And how my place wasn't all that. And how my TV was on the floor. And how I offered her hot dogs for dinner. She will never let me live. But anyway, that joint stuck with me, boy. I just hear it all the time. Like, yo, every time I think about it, I'm like, dang, I offered that girl hot dogs for dinner. It's crazy. And where I am now, I'm just so grateful. And it all started by the stock market. And that was the seed. Because leaving my 9 to 5, it opened a lot of doors. You have a lot of time when when you're not utilizing your time commuting, working, all the things. And so I said, I'm going to open up some businesses. I'm investing in properties. Like, I have all of these multiple streams of income, but the catalyst was learning how to trade in the stock market and using that income to invest into other things like my business, international properties, and all the other things that I'm into or investing into. It's so cool. But yes, listen, get a financial education. And I'm talking to my people, okay? There's no reason for us to be living in lack. There's no reason for us to be struggling at all. We all have access to the United States stock market. It is nothing but, what is it, like it's a computer, okay? Just think of it as a computer. That's the only way I can describe it, okay? Just in easy terms, a computer, okay? The stock market doesn't know whether you're a woman or a man. Black, white, purple, blue, green, yellow. The stock market don't know if you got a criminal past or not. Stock market does not know if you have a PhD or a GED, okay, or learning disability or no degree or no anything. Stock market don't know that. Stock market don't care either. Stock market, listen, it's just get to work. Just get to work. I'll see y'all in the next one. The link is in the description if you are interested in learning how to trade in the stock market to produce your own income. I'll see you there in my next class. We're going to have a good time. Lock in. I got to go. Bye.